For more than a century, Cartier has adorned women not just with jewelry, but with meaning, power, and identity. Imagine a single bracelet that can symbolize love, independence, rebellion, or legacy all at once. From royal courts to Hollywood red carpets, from whispered declarations of devotion to bold statements of self-worth, Cartier has been present at some of the most defining moments in women's lives. But how did one jewelry house come to represent so much more than beauty? How did Cartier evolve from crafting ornaments for kings to becoming a universal symbol of women's luxury, confidence, and timeless elegance? This story is not only about diamonds and gold, it's about how jewelry became a language through which women express who they are. Founded in Paris in 1847, Cartier quickly earned its reputation as the jeweler of kings and the king of jewelers. Yet its true influence lies in how it reshaped luxury for women. At a time when jewelry was meant to display wealth and status, Cartier transformed it into something deeply personal, pieces designed to be worn, lived in, and emotionally connected to the wearer. Through groundbreaking designs, innovative craftsmanship, and a deep understanding of changing femininity, Cartier redefined what luxury could mean across generations. In this video, we'll explore how Cartier jewelry has shaped women's luxury for over 100 years, tracing its evolution through iconic creations, powerful women, and cultural moments that turn fine jewelry into timeless symbols of elegance, strength, and individuality. Cartier's story begins in 19th century Paris, a city already synonymous with refinement, artistry, and cultural leadership. Founded in 1847 by Louis Francois Cartier, the house quickly distinguished itself through exceptional craftsmanship and an understanding of luxury as both art and status. Early Cartier pieces were defined by meticulous handwork, rare gemstones, and balanced proportions that appealed to European aristocracy. As royalty across France, Britain, and Russia embraced the brand, Cartier became deeply associated with power and prestige. For women of the elite, wearing Cartier was not merely decorative. It was a symbol of position, taste, and influence. Jewelry functioned as a visual language of authority, reinforcing social hierarchies while celebrating femininity through elegance rather than excess. This early era established Cartier's foundational values: precision, refinement, and an unwavering commitment to excellence that would shape women's luxury for generations. As the 20th century approached, Cartier began redefining jewelry's role in women's lives. Rather than creating pieces solely for ceremonial occasions, the house focused on wearability and modern elegance. Women were beginning to step beyond traditional domestic roles, and Cartier recognized this cultural shift. Jewelry evolved from static symbols of wealth into expressions of confidence and individuality. Bracelets, rings, and watches were designed to move with the body, reflecting an active modern woman. Cartier's ability to blend practicality with beauty allowed women to wear luxury as part of daily life, not just special moments. This transition marked a critical shift in women's luxury, positioning jewelry as an extension of personal identity rather than inherited status. Cartier was no longer just adorning women, whereas empowering them. Iconic Cartier designs emerged as timeless expressions of femininity and strength. Pieces like the Trinity ring, with its interlocking bands symbolizing love, friendship, and loyalty, introduced emotional depth into fine jewelry. The Panthère motif embodied grace, power, and independence, reflecting a woman who is both elegant and fearless. Later, the love bracelet challenged conventions by symbolizing commitment through a modern, industrial design that contrasted sharply with traditional romantic jewelry. These creations transcended trends, becoming cultural symbols that women across generations connected with emotionally. Cartier understood that true luxury lies in meaning, not excess. By embedding symbolism into design, the brand transformed jewelry into intimate narratives worn on the body. Cartier's influence on women's luxury was amplified through the women who wore its creations. Royal figures, artists, socialites, and Hollywood icons turned Cartier jewelry into global symbols of aspiration. 2. These women were not passive muses. They were influential figures shaping culture, politics, and style. By adorning women who embodied independence and power, Cartier reinforced its identity as a brand aligned with strength and sophistication. Jewelry became part of a larger story, one of ambition, glamour, and authority. Cartier pieces on red carpets and in royal portraits carried meaning far beyond aesthetics, signaling confidence and cultural relevance. Through these women, Cartier became inseparable from the narrative of modern femininity. Craftsmanship has always remained at the heart of Cartier's vision of women's luxury. Each piece reflects generations of expertise passed down through Parisian ateliers. Techniques such as stone setting, engraving, and metalwork require immense skill and patience, reinforcing the idea that luxury is defined by human touch. Cartier's dedication to craftsmanship ensures that its jewelry carries emotional and artistic weight. For women, this elevates jewelry from ornament to heirloom objects that carry memories, identity, and legacy. In a world increasingly dominated by mass production, Cartier's commitment to artisanal excellence preserves the soul of luxury. Cartier has also consistently balanced tradition with innovation. The brand embraced new materials, technical advancements, and contemporary aesthetics, while preserving its heritage. From pioneering wristwatches for women to incorporating modern design language, Cartier demonstrated that innovation strengthens rather than weakens tradition. This adaptability allowed Cartier to remain relevant across changing social values and fashion movements. Women's luxury evolved alongside technology and culture, and Cartier remained a guiding force rather than a follower. 2. This balance ensured longevity without sacrificing authenticity. In modern times, Cartier has responded to shifting values around sustainability, inclusivity, and purpose. Women today seek luxury that aligns with ethical responsibility and personal meaning. Cartier's modern collections reflect these priorities while maintaining elegance and craftsmanship. Jewelry is no longer just about possession, it is about values and self-expression. Cartier understands that modern women defines luxury on their own terms, blending beauty with intention. This awareness allows the brand to maintain cultural relevance without abandoning its identity. Today, Cartier stands as a living archive of women's luxury across more than a century. Its journey mirrors the evolution of femininity itself, from ornamented tradition to empowered individuality. Cartier's ability to adapt while preserving its essence demonstrates that true luxury endures by understanding the women it serves. Jewelry becomes more than adornment. It becomes history, emotion, and identity worn through time. Through Cartier, women's luxury continues to reflect elegance, strength, and timeless relevance in an ever-changing world. For more than a century, Cartier has remained a symbol of women's luxury, not by standing still, but by evolving alongside the women who wear it. Throngs. From royal courts to modern red carpets, Cartier jewelry has reflected changing ideas of femininity, power, and self-expression, while preserving its core values of craftsmanship and elegance. Each piece tells a story of love, independence, ambition, or legacy, making Cartier more than a jewelry house, but a cultural icon woven into women's lives across generations. As trends come and go, Cartier endures because it understands that true luxury is not just about beauty or wealth, but about meaning, identity, and timeless relevance. In honoring the past while embracing the present, Cartier continues to define what women's luxury looks like, not just for today, but for the future.